Hello, hello. Welcome in. It's Thursday night prime time. We are here ready to watch the OKC Bears up against the Houston Hornets. Thursday night prime time. This is HFL, the Have Fun League. I want you to put right now in the chat who you think is going to win this game, OKC Bears or Houston Hornets. And while you do that, we're going to watch a little bit of a replay from last week. We watched OKC Bears host the Miami Sun in a crazy shootout battle that just barely didn't go the Bears' way. Let me make sure that we're all set here. So that we're in, the Bears are the Chicago Bucks, and the Houston Hornets are obviously the Houston Drillers here in the game. We're going to take a look at the starting lineups and everything in just a moment. Let me get them situated and ready to go. We are... So it looks like, hang on. Okay. Get all of our settings correct. Bam. Here we are. So let's take a look real quick at last week's game, the ending of the OKC Bears versus the Miami Sun. Let's take a look real quick. Miami Sun with the victory, going 2-0 into this first season of the Have Fun League. Miami up 60-52. Looks like that's going to be the ending. And here we are in the chat. We see everybody. Let's go listen in to the Miami Sun players. If you're on YouTube, you'll be able to hear this. TikTok, you won't. But we'll listen to the Miami Sun celebration here as they've just secured their second victory.
No, no, no.
Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! I'm scared, bro.
Shit, bro.
Wow. Wow. Not even expecting that. Toby with an incredible interception here. We were going to listen in to see how they were reacting to their win, but then the interception is thrown, and now there's a 6-second time for the Bears to actually come back and maybe score a Hail Mary touchdown. And so we ended up hearing the Miami Sun players freaking out because who knows what's going to happen here. Now, obviously, they're playing the deep ball, and now they have two rushers. This is going to be a really difficult situation for the quarterback to get himself out of. He's going to just end up tossing this downfield. It's a 3v1 down here. Can number one, Moss, once again. Oh, my goodness. He mossed the ball, and he doesn't have the toes to stay in bounds. What an insane ending. Let's go in.
Bye-bye.
All right, so that's how that game ended last week, earlier this week actually, on Monday. That's how that ended. Very controversial for the Bears. Everybody was thinking that the Bears were in. They should have had a shot at, they would have needed a 2-point conversion and then head on to the overtime to win the game. So they would have had to overcome a lot to get there. But the way this game works, that kind of play is not overturned, and if you look at it on the replay, it does look like his shoulder was down first. So, unfortunate for them, but now let's see if they can come back tonight, ready to play against the Houston Hornets, see if the Bears can secure a win. Now, Houston's going to start with the ball, and I think we're still looking at figuring out some bench players, but it looks like, oh, new play. We've moved back to a 7v7 format. So the league was at an 8v8. It went down to 7v7. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And a handoff play to start the game. Flying Icy coming over the two blockers to get the tackle for a loss. -4 yards on the play. 2nd and 19 for the Hornets. Looking to open up the field now with a throw. Got a little bit of a burn on right. He is wide open over there on right. Could have been intercepted, but just not quite there. And a nice 32-yard gain for the Hornets driving down the field. 47 yards to get to the end zone. At quarterback, another handoff. Saint on the run. Not looking like he's going to hit stick anybody. So an 8-yard gain, which is good. 2nd and 7. Looks like they have backup football as their quarterback. Scrambling for a run, getting 9 yards on the gain. Backup, of course, was featured on my TikTok earlier today. A feature that he would not want me to be shouting out right now because it was a bit of an embarrassing moment for him, if you could say that. We were in a HFL game last night, just playing late night and just too high on the throw. Not able to reel that one in. A group of people were in the community just playing a casual game in Publix, and I got a handoff and I trucked back up here straight to the ground. Looks like he's going to take the run here, and the blocks are actually not bad at all. He dove thinking that guy was going to catch up, but probably could have gotten a few more yards out of the play, but 19 yards, not bad. Now we're at 1st and goal, and a handoff back to Saint. So the run game is strong with the Hornets. It looks like Saint did try to truck there, but didn't quite land it on the defender. Maybe it went to the wrong defender or something. I'm not sure exactly what happened. But he ended up getting tackled there, and now they're looking probably for a pass here. No, he is going to run, and that is risky. Okay, so we play at 1% fumble chance, so anytime that quarterback runs in this league, you're going to be looking at a potential fumble if he doesn't slide. And there we had it, just out of bounds, and a nice contested pass. This was really going to be a tough catch for the Bears, or for the Hornets to make, and so Blue Cheat comes in out of nowhere to steal that ball away, but the problem is they are just on their own 3-yard line. They are in some serious trouble down here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Pause. Too many men on the field. It doesn't look like we're going to actually call it. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 for Houston, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 for the Bears. If they hike the ball here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, it is going to be a too many men penalty, which I will call. Even as streamer, I can still referee in this game, and they have hiked the ball. So let's take a look real quick and see what the penalty for that entails in the rule book. Too many men on the field is and there you have it. Down set to 1, 15-yard penalty, and they are, oh, and a fumble, and they recovered it. Wow, that was going to be a close one. So OKC Bears not figuring out how to follow the rules here early in this first half, and it's going to end up costing them a touchdown. Could have been better for them, actually, if the Bears didn't, hang on. I don't know why. Yep, we're gonna allow that. Looks like somebody did something to mess up the play. Moss. I'm not sure exactly what's going on here. Okay, Moss said no. It did look like he did new play. Because that's what I saw. It looked like he did type new play, which shouldn't be cause for a failed point. It looks like that's just a game glitch. So we'll have to look into that. A deep pass downfield and a nice catch for 70 yards. Bears out here with the deep game once again. Their quarterback today, number 6. I don't have a name on this person. But we're going to call them Ooh Woo for now. Ooh Woo at QB. And a nice screen pass in for the touchdown for the Bears. And we'll see if they make it. If they don't make it, I will give them the point. Just to keep the game fair. And that's fine. Now it's set. We're even at 7-7 with 1 minute left in the first quarter. Not a bad game so far. Good defense and some solid offense. We're seeing some scoring opportunities. Saint looking to kneel the ball on the return. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Handoff to Saint once again. Nice blocks and a little bit of lag here. Saint did try to do the truck, but it didn't quite work out for him. He just got swallowed up. And another handoff to Saint. They're just trusting their run game like nothing else. 3rd and 9. Probably gonna need to find a pass here, and it looks like that's what they're looking for. Get open downfield and find that pass. Not sure what's going on the routes downfield. You've got 2 receivers kind of hanging out together. It looks a little bit lost, but now they're wide open downfield. What happened to the coverage? Looks like they're playing zone to a T, but he overthrows the wide open pass. Oh my goodness, that is embarrassing for Houston. Not gonna lie. Wow, oh wow. 2 receivers downfield, wide open, ready to score. OKC Bears were running zone to the point of their own fault. He crossed out of the zone and he just let him go. He wasn't guarding anybody back here, but he was like, well, this is my zone, and he didn't follow the defensive, or didn't follow the receiver. Not sure what was going on there, but back on the ball with the Bears. And we are into the second quarter. I'm not going to call grounding there. I don't know why Stack's even suggesting grounding, because that's his team. Wide open number 7 downfield. It is going to be thrown to him. Just a little bit overthrown. Not a good reaction from number 7. And a great interception by number 15. Looking to score a pick 6 here, and he just runs straight into the offensive players and gets tackled. So that's Josh on the interception. Not sure who that is, number 7 down there. But honestly, number 7 had a wide open window of a second and a half or two before the quarterback actually threw the ball. So it's sort of on the receiver, but also a lot on the quarterback for not hitting that ball as soon as he saw it. So the Hornets have the ball, 1st and goal, looking at second, wait. 1st and goal, 12 yards to go. I don't even know how. Oh, it's 15 in this game. My bad. Almost a sack by the Bears, but a nice completion and a nice touchdown to Saint. They're running back, finding themselves an opening down the field for the score. Score is 13-14. If they can make the extra point here. That's going to be a 7-point advantage for the Hornets. And they do make it. Now, this is a division rivalry game, so all of these games count severely for these teams. They are going to want to be making sure that if they want to stay ahead in the standings and have the best picture for playoffs, best chance at qualifying, they do want to make sure that they're beating their divisional opponents. So ideally, the Bears can come back here with 4.5 minutes left to go in the half and put away at least one more touchdown. Let's see if they're able to do it. Now, they've got their O-lineman. It looks like this guy's hanging out, maybe AFK. I'm not sure exactly what's going on with number 13 here. But a nice comeback route to Corey, and he gets hit sticks. Absolutely dropped to the ground by Mario. Luigi nowhere to be found on the field, but Mario is out here saying, I don't need him. I'm doing my job. Hit stick in the boys for Princess Peach. Now, a nice throw to Flying Icy. And a nice catch. This is Flying Icy number 1 looking to redeem himself from his performance last week. Not to say it was bad, but he's definitely looking to be that winning factor once again because he had himself a hell of a game and definitely wants to be scoring all of those touchdowns once again and finding those toes in bounds. 2nd and 8 from the Bears here. Volt is the name of the quarterback on the ball. And a nice throw just a little bit high to number 13. It was a nice route. He was wide open. We have a player down the field stuck down here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If they throw it to him, it is going to be an illegal play. So he's going to have to sit out of the play in a 6v7. And he's back in bounds. And Volt decides to be smart and run the ball. I was a little worried that the Bears were going to throw that ball. And I was going to have to step in and do something there. Definitely don't want to be abusing the game in these situations. We have Ty on the rush for the Hornets. An attempt at a fit in the back, but again, just a little bit too high. And let's take a look. No running formation for the Bears. They are fully invested in their pass game, and a nice pass to number 12. Blue Chi with the interception on the last drive and now a touchdown. If they can make the kick, we have ourselves a tie game once again. And indeed we do. 14-14 here in the first half. We have just under 3 minutes left to go in this first half. So let's see what is going to happen here. Will they... Oh, another touchback for the Hornets. And we have back in the control seat at QB. Another handoff to Saint. And he almost gets hit sticked, a whiff on that hit stick by number 12. But he only gets to gain 4 yards from it. The handoff plays from the Hornets. Oh, wide open receiver on right. Wide open. He's got to hit that sooner. Nice throw and catch. Nice routes. Good blocks as well. He's got 1 to beat, and he just lets him whiff right over him. The man went flying a mile and a half. 50, Corey, whiffed and then said, Icy, what you doing, kid? Yikes almighty. Whiffed like that and then gonna talk? Couldn't be me. Forza ready to take the kick here. Trying to make it 21-14. And he does. So, turning into quite the shootout here. Seems to be kind of the trend that we're seeing. A lot of our pro teams in the Have Fun League are definitely taking a lot of shootout games. High offense, low defense. Whereas on the other side, college teams are seeing a really high defense. So quite an interesting trend developing here in this first season of the Have Fun League. And a deep pass down the field to Toby, last week's quarterback, ends up mossing number 15 JT. Just stands up and says goodbye, walks in for the touchdown. And we are about to have ourselves a tie game once again. Definitely another shootout on our hands. Not sure what was going on with that dive there. Sometimes you just got to stay standing and get that tackle. Just barely making that kick. That was actually just barely in there. So if you're a Bears fan, maybe you became a Bears fan after last week's game, after Monday night, you may be having yourself quite the day right now watching this team fight tooth and nail against these Houston Hornets, who are favorites in the league. The Houston Hornets have definitely built a roster full of talent and have been very impressive in some of their scrims and their general league presence. The Houston Hornets are 2-0, I believe. Looking at Spur downfield on left, not enough for backup to decide to make that pass, so he takes the 10-yard gain instead. And now we're looking at another run. He's just going to try to dive forward and get those 5 yards, but he can't quite make it. He ends up only getting a gain for 4, and now we're in a 3rd and inches scenario. Will we see a handoff here, or will we see maybe a play-action short pass? Let's see what the Hornets decide to do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 players on the field, though. Not sure what's going on with the Hornets. Saint is just not sure where to go. Ends up going the wrong way and gets himself a 6-yard loss. They could still go for it on 4th and 7. I feel like they've been forced to go for it since it's close to the end of the second half and it's a close game. It's the Football Fusion game script coming in clutch for the Bears if they can't convert. But if they can, a nice swat. A nice swat from number 12. Now the Bears are able to take over on downs with 33 yards to go for the score. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Back to 7 for the Hornets. And a nice, 13-yard gain takes us to the 1-minute warning. A screen pass for 5-yard gains. I think regardless here, as long as the Bears don't turn the ball over, we'll be looking at we will be looking at a score for the Bears to take them up as they head into the locker room for the second half. So we'll see how this plays out. That was a dangerous pass for 9 yards. That could have been well intercepted, and the Bucks, the Bears are going to take their first timeout. This just in, I got a notification down here. You couldn't see it, but I could. I guess John Cena has arrived in Fortnite, ladies and gentlemen. So I don't know if that tickles your pickle. Head on over to Fortnite after this game. I guess you can play as John Cena now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Another screen pass not quite executed for the Bears. And they find themselves quickly in a 3rd and 6 situation. Will they go for the gains? Will they try to just jump into the end zone? They do kind of have the space for it. A questionable pass at best. Not sure what was going on there. And they are going to go for it on 4th and 6. If it were me, I would be kicking this field goal all day long. And sure enough, a sack for 6 yards. Lost. And the Houston Hornets take the ball over on their own 12. Can they score with 27 seconds left in the half? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7v7 on the field. Let's see what happens. Let's see if the Hornets can do something here. Corey with a late jump on the defense, and now he's switching. That's an early throw and an interception. Wow. Hornets had more time than that. Plenty. I mean, still 14 seconds left on the clock, and there were 2 routes down here. If these 2 receivers, maybe even 3 receivers, had enough of a sense to be looking at that deep ball, there was going to be a significant burn downfield to throw a dime on. That's without a question about it. 10 seconds left on the clock. Bears with the ball. Looks like they're just going to go for the Hail Mary. Bomb mid, classic public QB play. Just going to kind of toss it down there. Hornets are looking to swat. Bears are looking to catch. And sure enough, the swat comes off. So we go to halftime 21-21. a very interesting shootout for that first half. Let's see if the defense can wake up in the second half. And in the meantime, I'll catch up on chat. We got 31 of you in here. Welcome in. Welcome to the Have Fun League. If you are looking to join the league, the link is in the bottom, in the description. I am on the U of Texas Grizzlies. Oh, I guess you were asking somebody else. But that's me. We do get an invisible character in Fortnite. I'll go ahead and play my John Cena. Where do I find that? Let's see. I'll give you guys this one. Plug your ears.
Hi, can I speak to Champ?
Who?
Champ? Is Champ there?
Who is Champ?
That question will be answered this Sunday night! See the defense, the belt,
Listen,
and WWE Super Slam!
Classic prank call, John Cena style. All right. Almost, that was a weird return, touchback, whatever. Not sure, but the Bears are back on the ball, starting off this second half, 21-21. Rested, ideally looking to improve their defense, and I'm not sure what is going on with number one there.
What the hell, you want a hug or something? Get out of here.
What the hell? Do you want a hug or something? Get out of here is right. Artisify. Welcome to the YouTube channel. A pump fake pass. I mean, first off, nice deep pass, nice throw and catch on the route to get downfield. Looks like this is a pump fake as Volt crosses the line, which is strange. But he ends up getting into the touchdown, and if they can make this, the Bears will be... Oh my goodness. All right. That is how we're starting off the second half. Well done, Bears. Nice. Okay, so a 6-point lead for the Bears. I believe it's their first lead of the game. And do I have a kick sound effect? I don't believe I do. So Houston back on the ball, on the touchback, starting from their own 25. Looking to drive down the field and regain the lead. They have the opportunity, if they can score the touchdown and convert the 1-point conversion, PAT, Spur wide open on the left, and he does decide to make the throw. Spur not quick enough to react and actually go up and catch the ball, just kind of hanging out in his own space, saying, hey, if you don't throw it to my hands, you ain't gonna catch from me. It's a bold strategy, Spur. Let's see if it pays off for you.
What the hell, you want a hug or something? Get out of here.
What the hell? Do you want a hug or something? A nice burn on the right, but just not enough space to actually execute the rest of that. So backup elects to take the 14-yard gain and give themselves a 3rd-and-1 situation. Welcome to the YouTube channel, Murder Elite YouTube. Can they convert 3rd-and-1? I feel like he's just going to run it straight forward. Looks like Saint is looking to block. They are within the 5, and now they've crossed the 5-yard line. This is going to be called double blocking. Clock 99. Double blocking on the Hornets. So we're going to have to figure out how much that is a 15 yards. Yeah, I guess it would be 30. Did they just get a 15-yard gain? $30 yards. Should be 3rd down. I don't know. Let's see what happens. And it is 3rd down. 3rd down and 45. Gonna have to go deep here. They do have quite the opening on that right side of the field if any of those receivers can actually take that space. And he elects to throw it deep left. Can he reel that in? No, he can't even jump for it. Unfortunate for the Hornets. End up double blocking on that play. The rule for double blocking is 15 yards. But after the 15-yard gain that they got on the play, it has to be... They have to reset to where the line of scrimmage was and then have a 15-yard penalty from there, which equates to 30. Was that a fumble and then a recovery? Did I miss that as I was explaining that rule? I saw him catch it and I heard the hit stick. Enough for a fumble, and Josh jumps straight on the ball. Unbelievable recovery from the Houston Hornets here. Ends up shaking off all of their penalty woes, and they are now 25 yards away from scoring another touchdown. Right back in the driver's seat. That is wild. A loss of 4 on the run. Moss says quit running. Although I think that their run game is not so bad. I think that they've done a lot to at least slow down the drive on that run play. So I personally encourage it, but if that's how Moss wishes to run the team, that is up to him. Let's see what backup can do downfield here, finding an open receiver, and he does have one on the right side, going deep right. They're just catching up to him. If backup could have thrown that a second sooner, that would have been a wide open touchdown pass, and they are still, these zones are very exploitable, and sure enough, a pass straight down the middle to Mario turns into a touchdown. Yeah, it looks like the Bears are just running this very strict zone defense where there's no wiggle room. The second that they cross the line, it's like, oh, I can't cross that border. And Jesus. Jesus. Okay. Excuse me for a moment. My usual mods aren't here. Damn. That is unfortunate. Folks, we have ourselves a bot. And there's probably nothing that I'm going to be able to do about it. It do be like that sometimes. There's a hacker in chat. Yeah, I can see that. Angel, you may not be a mod. Thank you for asking. Okay. Never fear, folks. YouTube Studio. YouTube Studio. Nope, I can do it. I can do it. kind of fixed. Gonna keep a close eye on that one. Sorry about that, everybody. We are ready to resume.
You want a hug or something? Get out of here.
Action. Was that a SWAT? Did we just see a SWAT? Damn. Settings. Okay. Apologies, folks. I am just going to disable chat, and I'll find something that can do that for me next time. Usually I have mods, but I don't stream to YouTube as often anymore, so they don't usually end up showing up. Okay. Sorry for the missed action. We are at 33-28, almost done with the third quarter. And Bears are back on the ball, 2nd and 15. Number 13 just not awake, looking to take the catch there. Not sure what happened. But now they're in a 3rd and 15 situation, probably the last play of the quarter. Is he just going to take those gains? He is, and he's going to dive short. The blocks will not be enough. He did get enough gains, however, to attempt to go for it. But to be honest, I don't think that I would do that if I were the Bears, and they are going to do that. This is a risky play. I don't know why they're doing this. They're up by 5. They are up by 5. 4th and 4. If they can convert, then they don't look so silly, and they do have some burns downfield. Looks like they... Oh, but he throws it short, and there's a swat. Goodness gracious, the Bears are just falling apart. Kind of some not great management going on. I don't know why they would have gone for that pass in the first place. But now the Hornets have taken over the ball with 30 yards to go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Ready to try to score again and regain the lead. Back up on the run for 5 yards. Second and 10. A nice pass, just a little bit behind. Number 15 did not have the time to react to it. So we're at a 3rd and 10 with 24 yards to go. If they cannot convert or get enough gains here, which it looks like, ooh, me personally, I would have taken that route. I would have taken the run there, because just 3 yards and you can go for it on 4th and 7. But now they're forced to take the kick, and just barely sneaking it through to get an extra 3 points and make it 31-33. And they're going to go for the onside kick with 4 minutes left in the game. Another questionable decision in my opinion, but if they can moss, then they can moss. And sure enough, they do. Houston Hornets recover the ball. Mario once again demonstrating his high jumping skills, just like we see in the video games. Mario does have hops, answering the age-old question. 5-yard gain for Saint on the run. Again, not a bad decision. I do like the run game from Houston in this game. Will they hand off again? The only thing I don't like is the lack of blocks. They're still blocking with only one person, and a nice throw. That's maggable. That is a late jump by number 25 there. Definitely could have magged that and gotten into the end zone. That would have been a nice throw and catch, but just not enough. Now they're in a 3rd and 10 situation. Hornets trying to drive. Oh man, is this gonna be a safety? Was that enough for it to be? Nice hit stick. It was not. Okay, so a touchback for the Bears. That was going to be an interesting turn of events if it was a safety. 2 points away from tying the game. Yeah, not sure what happened on that play. Definitely had the opening, but overshot it, I guess. And Blue Cheese with an easy interception. Now can the Bears turn it around and head down the field? Looks like they're looking to develop the deep pass here, and they sure do. They're going to throw it down and just see if number 1 can catch it. He cannot. Icy, with all of the mosses last week, just doesn't have enough in the tank to moss Josh on this play. That's unfortunate. That is unfortunate. So Bears, once again, are relying on the deep pass and just toss up the 50-50 and rely on our guys. They're in the lead at the moment, but it could be not for long if the Hornets can continue to drive. Definitely seeing some openings. If you could hit that burn a little bit sooner. I feel like the Hornets are a little bit predictable in this phase now. Now that we've seen them all game, there are burns. Like if there's a burn down here, you know, with 30 yards to go and he doesn't take the throw, I feel like the majority of the time that means he's running it. Wow. I gotta look at this in slow motion. Oh, we don't get a replay. I'm not sure who is the intended receiver there, but I think they got crossed up in the jump and catch there. But a nice completion for the Hornets. 35 yards to go, trying to regain the lead once again. Wow. I thought that was going to be at least a swat. I'm sure number 6 also thought the same. But Spur redeeming himself from earlier with a nice catch and dive into the end zone. Yeah, 6 did jump and attempt to swat. Just didn't have enough distance on it to actually get there. Now they're going to go for the 2-point conversion to try to make it a 6-point lead for the Hornets. Let's see if they can convert. Ooh, immediately swallowed up. Yeah, on their run plays, their receivers just aren't coming in to run, and you can block. Okay, double blocking only exists if you're doing a pass play. I may have been confused on that play earlier. We'll have to take a look at the replay. We'll see what happens. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7. Okay, a little bit of PR going on. So, of course, the Bears will need to run some comebacks to make that work. And that is exactly what happens on that play. A nice turnaround and catch for Icy. Volt looked like he was going to take those gains and does in fact decide to take the gains. Jukes out Mario and makes it 17 yards before going out of bounds with 1 minute and 46 seconds left to play. A nice quick pass to Blue Cheese, 13 yards. 2nd and 2. Clock is running just a little bit. If I were the Bears, I might consider beginning to milk here. Or I may just play it safe and get the touchdown. He jumps out of bounds, so it doesn't look like the Bears are aiming to milk the clock. but maybe they'll start here. 1st and 15 with 1 minute and 27 seconds left to go. Not a whole lot of handoffs from the Bears, so not going to be expecting a lot of those, but the QB is just running down the field. We still have, that's Icy out there, is just AFK at the moment. Not sure what's going on with him. I've seen that a few times throughout the game. We have a player back here in the backfield and ethically returns to his own side as the ball is hiked. Yeah, good on the Bears for not taking advantage of whatever that is that happens. 3rd and 1. Can they just... They are going to call the timeout with 5 seconds to go before the 1 minute warning. Now, if I were the Hornets, I actually would have let them burn the clock at that point. Let the 1 minute warning hit because it's a 3rd and 1 situation. So if you can get the stop here and then probably call the timeout, you're saving yourself a timeout. That 1 minute warning is going to serve as a free timeout for the Hornets in just a moment. But it's not going to be enough because the OKC Bears have scored a touchdown. I got to take a look. That's going to throw me off. Now I understand why they've named themselves Chicago, because they're pretending to be the Chicago Bears. But that is not their assigned stadium. I'll have to confirm with them. I think they're supposed to play as Kansas City. So I'll have to take a look at that. There's 1 minute left. Still haven't hit the 1 minute warning. 1 minute and 3 seconds to be exact, for the Hornets to return the ball down the field and try to get at least 3 points to either tie or win this game. Looking to develop a deep play downfield, but a wide open pass short, and he does elect to take it. Mario needs to beat 2. Ends up backing up a little bit too much. Could have had 9 or 10 yards on the play, but tried to just do too much on the jukes. Ends up burning a lot of time and loses some of those gains to make it a 7-yard gain only. 2nd and 8 with 45 seconds left to go for the Hornets. Can they turn this around and find that deep ball? The Bears are... Is he baiting it down there? No, he is. And, of course, we are going to see that run. Can't get out of bounds. Is he going to call timeout? He's not. They're going to let the clock run. 25 seconds left to go on the clock. 41. They're on their own 41. So still 60 yards to drive here. And a nice pass. Nope, just a little bit too high. It was a good burn by Spur down there. Getting the best of his DB, unless he's baiting. I feel like he's over baiting in some of these situations. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I'm not sure what the Hornets' game plan is going to be here. But they're definitely going to need to get into field goal range at the very least to try to tie this thing up. Are they going to take a delay of game? Ooh, close one. Close. Now they are not double blocking. They did roll out with the 5 yards. 4 seconds. This is going to be the last play of the game. And he gets in for the touchdown. We're going to go jump into the Houston Hornets chat real quick. Get there.
Mario, you are so good. Let's go, Mario. You are so good. Oh my God.
What did I say?
Let's go.
What did I say, bro? What did I say?
That's me! That's me!
It's me, Mario. Mario says as he secures the win for his team. What a game by Mario. Could he be the best receiver? Let's find out. What a game. Blue Chi with the best receiver. Volt had himself quite the game for the Bears. Can't blame him there. Nice runs, nice passes. Excellent work. Blue Chi locking it down on both sides of the ball. Flying Icy. So it looks like the Bears, as far as stats go, had the better day. MVP goes to the quarterback. Backup football account with 34 points scored. Final score here, Houston Hornets 44, Bears at 40. What a wild game here on Thursday night, prime time. I'm going to go ahead and leave that. Wild, wild, wild. Now, again, apologies to you guys for having to shut off chat. Not sure what's going on with Bozo over here. But we're going to, we'll definitely lock that up for the next stream. So, apologies again. Hopefully you guys enjoy. Go ahead and join the Discord if you haven't already. Hop into the general chat and let me know what you thought of the game, because that was a crazy one. Plenty of games coming up. This was week 3. This is the kickoff for week 3, so we are looking at another weekend of games here. Tomorrow night will be the Friday Night Lights game between Ohio and who are they playing? I don't know. Somebody versus Ohio tonight. Probably Florida. I think it's Florida tomorrow night. And then a few games this weekend. There may be streams, so be on the lookout for those links. And then finally, Monday night, my team will be facing off against our rivals, the U of Cali Saddlebacks. I will not be streaming that one. Maybe we can find a streamer to stream it. But be on the lookout for some of those. If you're a player or staff, best of luck in your week 3 games. And we will see